What's up, world? Mikey D here, giving you a quick rundown on what I've been doing for the past month. Um, I just got back from Gen Con, where I did work, so not as exciting as some other people's Gen Cons might be. But over the past month or so, I was hammering in on Stardew Valley. Mostly because I stumbled across some YouTubers who, as a co-op pair, went through and tried to race for perfection on it. I was like, oh, I've never done perfection on Stardew. I'm waiting for the Fields of Mystria content to drop. Uh, Work is crazy anyway, so it's nice to have something a little chill to do anyway. So I went for it, and I did it. Um, so let's see. Yeah, I started a couple days before this, like mid-June ish. I'd never gotten the achievement for doing a perfect soup for the governor, even though I'd done it before. That achievement came somewhat recently, so I hit that achievement. Obviously, started fair. I went with a Joja path just because I'd never done it before. I figured mix it up a bit. Um, Took me a little longer than I would expect to get to Ginger Island, but I definitely hammered through parts of this game that I'd never really done before. I'd never caught every fish, ever. I'd never found every star drop because I'd never caught any fish, right? I never really got into cooking that much, so doing a lot of the cooking. The books thing is new. I had done some of the key gem quests, but never Danger in the Deep before. I had obviously never gotten all the Monster Slayer goals before. Some of the stuff, movie, whatever. 10 million gold takes forever, but you have to get way beyond that in order to get your golden clock. Crafting every item, and then obviously reaching the summit there on July 21st. So it took me about a month to go from 0 to perfection. And that was playing pretty consistently, playing a good chunk every day. I don't have a specific playtime clock here, but yeah, some of these. Oh, weird. Oh yeah, so craft every item. I've never done that before. 15 of every crop. No. Infinite power. No. Uh, yeah, this post-game summary is a little wacky, but definitely hammered all the achievements. The only ones I still have are get married and have 2 kids. The second kid is just a function of time, so I could get there. The Journey of the Prairie King, and then there's a hidden achievement, which is the minecart thing. I don't care about doing either of those, and the having 2 kids is just, yeah, I could keep playing and hit that achievement too, but I am pretty happy with where I ended up. And for those of you who are curious, here is my farm. So I have a barn with just 2 pigs, some ostriches, just because 1 cow, 1 goat. I have a coop with a whole bunch of rabbits, because rabbit feed are a great way to quickly max heart levels with people. But I have a dinosaur, 2 chickens, and a duck in there too. At one point I was like, oh, I've maxed all my hearts. I could sell off all the animals here. Oh, I'm doing fine money-wise, and I don't need the cheeses and the truffles and whatever else anymore. I could sell off all the animals here. I was like, I'll just leave them. Obviously, I'll forward my obelisks, my golden clock, a little, like a tree ranch, I guess it would be the thing. I had maples, oaks, and pine trees, and then I replaced the pine trees with just more oaks for more kegs to go into the 5 different deluxe sheds plus the slime hutch to just fill them maximally full of kegs. I have the requisite sturgeon pond here for sturgeon roe to turn into caviar to do all that. I have some mystic trees, heavy tappers on I think all the mystic trees and some other stuff. And yeah, that turned out pretty good. And then we have the that one's come on, make it bigger. There. Here's my greenhouse. So all my little plant pots here have the water retaining dirt. So once you water it once, it never needs to be watered again. So I have that going on. This is just full of ancient fruit. Over on Ginger Island, I have converted that whole farm area into just starfruit farming. So I'm just churning out gigantic crops of starfruit. I also churned out a giant crop of starfruit on my main farm. This is like the last day of summer or the next to the last day of summer. And I just planted a bunch of wheat just to make it so when I transitioned into fall, it wouldn't like spawn a whole bunch of weeds and junk like that here in the farm places. Yes, this is the last day of summer on year 3. So not too bad in terms of in-game speed, nor in terms of overall time investment. Obviously, I've played Stardew more than once, and so was able to crank it out pretty well. Anyway, just wanted to kind of give people a little bit of an update. I was never able to get my recording software or any other recording software to play with Stardew properly. So, I spent probably 2 days fiddling with it, just trying to get it to work, looking up tutorials and whatnot. Nothing was working. And so I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to record all the things. I don't need to make all the content. I can just play the game, have some fun, and then move on. And so, here we are. Expect a little bit more from me soon. I got that Fields of Mystery, new content to do. I got Viking Steve, his adventures to pick back up. I've also been playing, or trying to finish out, I should say, some PlayStation games on the side. So I finished up Unicorn Overlord. I'm like at the tail end of Final Fantasy 16, just trying to finish out those games a bit before I get into anything super heavy. And then, of course, work insanity is work insanity. So there you are. Anyway, there's your quick update. I hope you all have been having a good summer or winter if you happen to be in the southern hemisphere and watching me, although I doubt you are. And yeah, I will see you in the next game. Later.